Chicago built barricades, told Trump don't come, and the White House answer was Department of War. Buckle up, y'all. Y'all see this right here, though. That's not subtle. It's a promise that federal muscle, ICE, guard, whatever tool they've got, will show up if city leadership keeps playing defense against enforcement. I love this repost, rather. Or, no, it's an original post from him, huh? I love the smell of deportations in the morning. Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War. And look what the city rushed to do when that threat hit that timeline.
Chicago's building a wall. Actually, lots of little walls. Pritzker's putting up fences around courthouses and City Hall.
What?
Why? To stop Trump from sending the guard and ICE in. Pritzker didn't want a wall to protect the country, or to protect the country from illegals. He's putting up a wall to protect the illegals and criminals from Trump.
Wow.
ICE is expected to launch a major operation in just a matter of hours, and the National Guard could be sent in at any second. The city wants to help, but a handful of people are ready for battle.
No more deportation. We shall not be moved. No more deportation. We shall not be moved. Like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved.
That'll do it. Chicago's got at least 150,000 illegals.
I'm sorry. That'll do it was just funny for no reason at all.
That'll do it. Chicago's got at least 150,000 illegals. Homan better clear his calendar. The only thing harder than sniffing out bad hombres is locking up gangsters. They've run the South Side for decades. Primetime did a ride-along.
We obviously know we got wars in Ukraine and Israel. Would you also say there's a different type of level of war here in Chicago?
Man, this everyday war, bro. I ain't like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm signing up for the army. This war out here too, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Same way you sign up for the army. When you drop off that porch, you sign up for the streets.
How many times have you been shot at?
I've been shot at a couple times. I actually got shot last year. A lot of people don't even know that. I got shot 2 times on my side.
And how many times have you been shot?
I've been shot 3 times.
Gangs wage war in the streets and kids get caught in the crossfire.
You got people still robbing, stealing, killing. Just the other day, a 5-year-old boy got killed, shot in the head. It's like it's never going to end. So if Mr. Trump want to bring these troops to Chicago, hey, bring them on. What we got to lose?
Colbert's telling that granny, F you.
Yesterday, Trump also posted, Chicago is the worst and most dangerous city in the world by far. Worst and most dangerous? 2 words. You.
Colbert lives in a mansion in New Jersey with a gate and an alarm system and security. He has a driver take him in and out of work every day, and guards usher him in and out of the studio. Do you think little Steven could survive on the South Side without all that?
No.
I mean, I couldn't, but could he? If he were there, he'd be begging 47 to mobilize. The most dangerous Steven's ever been is when a senior in high school gave him a wedgie. He should follow Don Lemon's lead, who transitioned into Johnny and went to Baltimore.
Should the president send armed troops here?
No.
What about you, sir? President send armed troops here?
Yes.
I've been a resident of Maryland all my life, so I think it would help some. My husband was murdered 2 years ago, and nothing was ever done.
I think that it's always extra help needed, and then, therefore, we can feel more safe. I've been looking around at the kids. Crime is coming in every area, you know.
I'm not opposed of it. Right. I think it'll be a good idea. It'll be a breath of fresh air.
Peace is only one call away. Look at D.C. People were scared to go out to dinner. Now the president's making reservations.
We've gone from one of the most dangerous cities in our country to what they call a safe city. It's a totally safe city. In fact, I set up dinner in Washington, D.C. next week.
White House reporters used to cheer on BLM when they were rioting in the Capitol, and now they're narking on misdemeanors. Watch.
Just out front of the White House is a blue tent that originally was put there to be an anti-nuclear tent for nuclear arms. It's kind of morphed into more of an anti-American at sometimes, anti-Trump at many times.
Where is this blue tent?
Right in front of the White House on the north lawn on the other side of the Black Gate in Lafayette.
I haven't known this.
All of us in here walk right by it every day. It is an eyesore.
Oh, I didn't know that. Take it down. Take it down today, right now.
This is for the people actually trying to come help the city. And it's not for the neighborhoods. You can disagree with Trump all day, but you don't throw up steel to keep the help out while grandmothers are sleeping on the floor from stray bullets. That's optic over outcomes. Then word drops that ICE is timing operations with huge weekend crowds.
Welcome back. ICE gearing up now for a potential major operation in the city of Chicago. Immigration enforcement is slated to get underway at the same time that Mexican independence celebrations kick off this weekend. This has got local leaders in the Windy City sounding the alarm. Listen.
President Trump wants a confrontation. He wants chaos. He wants cameras. He wants conflict. And above all, he seeks to provoke that conflict in order to intimidate and to create a made-for-TV crackdown to rile up his base and to turn the people of this country against us.
All right, Dennis White is a former National Guardsman and a Chicago resident. He joins us now. Dennis, thank you for taking time with us. It is not coincidental that these ICE operations in the Windy City are now believed they're going to get jump-started this weekend during Mexican Independence Day celebrations there. President Trump has been teasing this kind of enforcement for a couple of weeks now. What do you make of the timing?
Well, the timing with the Mexican Independence Day and ICE coming in is going to be very, very bad here in the city of Chicago. Let's look at it like this here. Some of everybody over there who going to parade during the Mexican Independence Day, some of them are criminals. They go and do some crime activities.
God forgive me. God forgive me, because I'm just hearing his lisp. And
we're going to parade during the Mexican Independence Day. Some of them are criminals. They go and do some crime activities against ICE. They know this. Now, what Chuy Garcia is saying is not true. He is citing this type of insurrection here in the city of Chicago. And I would like to make this other point. Not only Chuy Garcia, but you have Alderman Vasquez, you have Alderman Byron Cinco Lopez, and you have Alderman Carlos Rosa. They always plan to interfere with ICE, trying to do their job and trying to deport these illegal out of the city of Chicago. And now here we are dealing with another problem here, crime, which is orchestrated by Mayor Brandon Johnson. And Brandon Johnson don't care about nobody but himself,
right,
the Chicago Teaching Union, and the illegals that's still here, drain resources out of the city of Chicago for their own benefits.
Mm-hmm.
J.B. Pritzker over here signed this ridiculous bill called the Safety Act that allow criminals to come right back out and do more criminal activity here, not only in the state of Illinois, but in the city of Chicago.
Here's a quote from Governor Pritzker yesterday. "It breaks my heart to report we've been told ICE will try and disrupt community picnics and peace."
Are you kidding me? ICE disrupting a community picnic? I know I just cut off. I'm going to rewind it. But like I would rather that versus a bullet.
Chicago.
Here's a quote from Governor Pritzker yesterday. "It breaks my heart to report we've been told ICE will try and disrupt community picnics and peaceful parades. Let's be clear. The terror and cruelty is the point, not the safety of anyone living here." It's not a good look, Dennis. I mean, there's presumably going to be some criminals there, but there are presumably going to be lawful residents who are going to have their celebrations disrupted by this.
It's not the lawful. It's not the resident. It's more of the criminal. And J.B. Pritzker is more like he protecting the criminals against those who voted him in two terms. And let me say something about J.B. Pritzker. J.B. Pritzker is worried about being president. If, let's say that he won the nomination and become the president of the United States, he will do just as bad of a job that he did here in the state of Illinois during his first 2 terms. So if he don't make president, this is his opportunity to, I hope he don't, win the 3rd term here in Illinois. If he do, he gonna keep on strangle the life out of Illinois, the resource out of Illinois, and the business out of Illinois.
Dennis, if we put politics aside for a moment, or at least try to, what would your message as a former guardsman be to the people of Chicago who are there lawfully, who want to celebrate, you know, Mexican Independence Day, heading out this weekend? What would you tell them?
Well, I'm going to say this. As a former guardsman for the last 10 years, and I did retire as well, the guardsman is not going to come and do a stormtrooper act towards none of the citizens. And they're here to protect the citizen. They're here to protect the business. That's all the National Guards are doing. When Lori Lightfoot over here saying those negative things about the National Guards, I was totally offended. When Brandon Johnson said that they're going to bring tanks here, I was offended. Now here's the fact. None of them have worn a uniform. None of them have not provided the blanket of freedom to the United States of America. I had done it. My brothers and sisters have done it. And it's very offensive that somebody like Brandon Johnson and Lori Lightfoot say those negative things about the National Guards.
All right, Dennis, we certainly appreciate your service here. We thank you for it. We hope that you were right about how things unfold over the weekend. Love to have you back and keep the conversation going.
I mean, here's the truth. No one at City Hall wants to say out loud. If illegal re-entries, rather, and criminal warrants are in that mix, enforcement is not chaos. It's the law. If the mayor tries to physically block it, that's a collision that he will definitely, 9 times out of 10, 9.9, 11.9 times out of 10. He's going to lose it. Meanwhile, real families aren't arguing about talking points. They're, unfortunately, burying their children.
My son went outside. The boys pulled up right behind our house. They shot him down in the alley. I was home. His brother was home. We found my son literally on the ground in the alley taking his last breath. My name is Marquita Sally. I'm from the south side of Chicago, born and raised here. I'm a mother of 3 boys that was also born and raised here. Unfortunately, my oldest was shot and killed here in Chicago. When holidays and birthdays and stuff come around, we are together. But the process itself has been rough.
He was just learning to drive. The car outside that I'm driving now would have been his right now today. But we didn't have those opportunities because he was taken away from us too early. My name is Miss Gail. My grandson is Gregory Wilson III. You got people still robbing, stealing, killing. Just the other day, a 5-year-old boy got killed, shot in the head. It's like it's never gonna end. So if Mr. Trump want to bring these troops to Chicago, hey, bring them on. What we got to lose? You know what I'm saying? Put some fear in, let them know that they here, they want, to protect the city of Chicago. We got elderly people afraid to ride the red line. You got kids can't go outside and play. You got women don't want to walk at night alone.
In my teenage years, the age that my kids are now, me and my girl cousins, even my boy cousins, all of us together, just walking down the street, laughing, talking, having a good time. Right now, my son could tell me he's walking to the convenience store around the corner. No, you are not. You have to be head on with your kids nowadays. You can't beat around the bush, because at this point in Chicago, they life at stake.
Do you think the community has been heard by the government, the mayor, that kind of stuff? Has there been any positive movement?
No, I'm gonna tell you something. No, they focus. This 24/7. Everything.
Focus on the immigrants.
Them migrants came here, babe. They had everything in the whole wide world they wanted.
And we got homeless people here.
You know what I'm saying?
They just allow them
And
to
you-
lay
you-
outside of the street under viaducts. Y'all could help these people, but yet y'all bring people from
Somewhere else.
Yeah. A lot of people say, they get on TV, oh, my kid was this good kid, my kid didn't do this, my kid didn't do that. My kid was a boy, so of course he did the boy stuff as far as fighting and all of that. But as far as guns and selling drugs and robbing and stealing and killing, I didn't have that type of child.
This him right here, Gregory Wilson. He was loved by all and we miss him dearly. But we are in court. The person that did this, he is in jail. And we're not looking for him to get out ever. One thing good about my grandson, he was a cereal eater. You know what I'm saying? He loved him some cereal and he played his video games, go to school and come home. It don't affect just one person in the family, the mother, the father, the grandparent. He got aunties and uncles, you know what I'm saying? Little cousin, he got cousins over there.
Give you the shirt off his back, sweetheart. But they took my little baby, but
This isn't left or right. So mom saying, I'll trade your press conference for a patrol car on my block. When most people affected are pleading for protection, leadership should just shut up, listen, act. I'm sorry, y'all. I just, buried my niece. And she was from Chicago. A former top cop, explains why Chicago can't even staff its own beat.
I heard that Brandon Johnson requested the money to pay for the 2,600 cops that the Chicago Police Department is down. If they didn't spend all that money over the last few years on harboring migrants who were not here legally, they would have the money for those cops, wouldn't they? So it's choices that they make, and it's not apparently in the best interest of the citizens who are voting here in the city of Chicago. I heard that Brandon Johnson.
Choices. Sanctuary spending, overstaffing. If you're 2,600 officers short, you don't have the margin of posture against federal backup. Hire cops, restore order. Let's step aside so someone else can. Streets perspective, it's not what the press packaged this week.
Man, they talking about sending the National Guard to Chicago, man. I'm not gonna lie, this is scary. This is scary. This is scary. This is scary. Send the Marines! Send the Navy! Get chop, bring everything! I want the Army. I want ROTC. I want OOS. I want the tribal chief. Yeet! Yeah, cause Chicago is a hot goddamn mess. I work downtown. I do this every day. I see delinquency. I see violence. I see littering, pollution. I see filth. I see homelessness. I see suffering. Send the whole goddamn fleet.
I needed that. He's not quoting studies, man. He's describing what he sees. Violence, filth, people hurting. The sound of I turned off the wrong screen. The sound of the city, essentially begging for a spawn. And a pushback. Rolling billboards telling Trump to stay away. Now, you don't tell the firefighter to skip the house because the landlord might look bad on camera. If federal action reduces shootings, every elected official blocking it owns the body count that follows. Chicago doesn't need a PR wall. It needs peace on the sidewalk. If Trump sends help and it works, good. The mayor has a better plan. Hey, show the results this month. Not a manifesto next year. My channel is simple. Whoever protect the people wins. Now, if y'all made it to the end of this video, just to remember my niece, man, let's just put long live Lisa. Other than that, y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. You could be saving their life. Peace.